Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I've got another one of those games here that's going to be a treat, and I always say this is not a treat for you. I mean, maybe it is, maybe it's a treat for you, but mostly I'm going to play this game today as a treat for me. I don't even know how to intro this game, so I'm just going to push the power button, and we'll see what it is. And that's right, it's a game licensed by 7-Up. It is 7-Up proudly presents Spot, the video game. And if you don't know, if you were not around at the time in the 80s to the 90s, mid 80s, mid 90s, we don't want to give away too much here yet. The cool Spot is the mascot of 7-Up for a few years, and what it is, it's a cartoon representation of the dot in the middle of the 7-Up logo. I mean, if we hit reset again, we should be able to see the 7-Up logo's got a little red dot in between the 7 and the up. And somebody decided to put a face, arms, legs on it and make it into a cartoon character and try to sell soft drinks that way. And inexplicably, just because that was the thing to do at the time, it got to star in a few video games. Some of them were pretty good. Some of them were this one. But we'll get into it here in a second. You know, this is the options screen where you can see the TV showing the SSPN, the Spot Sports P network. And you can actually play with the dots here and see one of the cool spots giving a weather forecast. Have a STV logo. Again, the SSPN playing Spot football. This other little knob on this TV, and this is a TV. I know this is probably not something you're used to seeing, but you can press this button, see a little spot trying to saw its way out of one of those symbols, and then you press it again, and hey, look, it got out of the symbol. The options here are not going to make much sense, and this music is super annoying, so I'm going to back out of this, and we're going to start the game. It's me versus the computer. And this game is based on an Amiga game called Infection, which you don't really need to know too much about it, except there's two things you can do here. You can pick any square, any of these tokens that are yours, and you tap on it, and your little cool spot comes out, and you can move. If you move one spot in any direction, one space, you clone the space, or you clone your token, and it does a cute little animation. I'm yellow, obviously, and we'll try. The goal is to have the more pieces than your opponent does, and if you do what the opponent just did there and move more than one spot, you do not clone your spot. You just take it with you, and if you land your spot next to the color of your opponent's color, then you capture their colors, just like that. So I'm up 9-2. They're going to move exactly where I think they're going to move, and then kaboom, take over some of my pieces. And it just sort of goes back and forth. And then you can play this with up to 4 players if you wanted to. And I guess the whole big draw of the game, other than it being a reasonably decent game, is that, or can I cancel? No, I can't. I have to move this piece. That's not exactly what I wanted. I can't. Oh, yes, I can. By making an illegal move. Let's just move this guy right down here. Because now, yeah, you're going to move it there. And that is pretty much how it goes. You just go back and forth and see who can get the most pieces of their color on the board, and you have the interesting, fun animations that are representative of how the spot the spot spots worked back in the day. I really that's the whole thing. That's the whole game. There's not that much to it. You just kind of go back and forth, capturing, recapturing, and I'm actually doing really poorly here. Unsurprisingly, this is the kind of game where you do need a lot of strategy that I'm not great at providing. Clearly, I'm down 8 to 12. This is really not going well for me. I think the idea is to get into the corner, which if I can do that, except that that's going to just not be a good move to do. I could start down here, start trying to build out my my empire, my token empire, because up there, that's pretty much a lost cause. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Oh, he's going to take over most of my spots. That's not cool. He shouldn't do that. I say he, it's the NES. I'm just assuming it's male, just because the cool spot, I don't think they were ever gendered. I think they were pretty much all males, or all just spots. I guess it doesn't really matter. We're just going to do this, going back and forth, me slowly losing ground. And, this is one of those things where I didn't really know what I was getting into the first time I played this. It was a rental. And, you pay at the time, I think it was $2. Pay your $2 to get a game for the night. And I picked this because, for whatever reason I picked this. I actually don't remember what possessed me to pick this game, but I did. And, there are a few options that we will explore here in a little bit. But this is it. This is what my $2 got me. I got this for 24 hours. And, quite honestly, there's not 24 hours for me. This is for the, I don't think this provides 24 hours worth of entertainment for myself. But, maybe it does for you. Because really this is not going well for me. But I can take over a bunch here. But I feel like I'm going to lose a bunch. Yeah, I'll lose 5. So I'm still losing. This is really not great. I can pick up 4. Pick up 4 there. But then do I lose a bunch? I lose 1, 2, 3. I lose 4 more, so I'm just kind of back where I started. And I feel like if I move here, then he'll move there. So I don't know that that's a great idea. But if I move here, then the computer will probably move there. Again, this is just kind of a game of just a slow slide, and then into me losing, which is kind of how most games work, to be quite honest. The slow, inexorable slide to me, just not winning. Here, I'll get 1, and I'll get the corner, and then you'll jump into the right. Yep, right there. That's what I thought. But if I move here, and then you're going to move that one up there. I'm doing it anyway. Oh, see, I thought I knew what the computer was going to do, and it fooled me. Yep, I'm still losing. Still losing. 22 to 20. This is really not going well. Because now the only move I have is to jump, which leaves me vulnerable. I think I can do this one, which will not leave me terribly vulnerable. I will lose. Yeah, I'll lose 4. That's fine. I didn't really need those 4. I didn't really want those 4. That's a total lie. I absolutely wanted those 4. And there is a spot up in the upper right-hand corner where I am completely unable to do anything. Whoo, boy, I think I've lost. I honestly think I've lost. I can go down here, I can pick up 3, but then the computer will go here and pick up 1, 2, well, let's just see what it does. Because I'll pick up those 3, and it will pick up 3, and then I will pick up 3, gives me 26. Oh, maybe I didn't lose. 26 to 23. The winner is me. Look at that. I thought I was losing. I won, and now I get this wonderful congratulatory screen with a bunch of cool spots in the audience. Get my fireworks. Kaboom, kaboom. Yep. Those wonderful graphical fireworks. Yellow. That's me. Wins. Yellow. It's still me. Wins. That's right. That's what I did. And that is really the entirety of the game. You can keep going. You can start over. The options, really the only options that you have, you can set a timer for how long you have to think about moving. You can also set a timer for the computer player, but as you probably saw, the computer did not need any time at all, so this is completely pointless. You can also change the difficulty level up to level 5. You can make it a human player. You can also somehow, and I don't remember how, you can apparently pause the options screen here. You can make this a 4-player game, but I don't remember how. Because I'm very obviously I'm pressing buttons here, and nothing's happening. Can you hear me? Oh, there we go. There we go. You press the B button, and you can do this up to 4 players. You could even make it 4 computer players if you wanted to, although that's kind of boring sitting here watching the computer play this. The other thing you can do, you can edit the board. You can press the B button to get kind of a random assortment of boards for your 7-Up the spot playing pleasure, or you can use the A button to manually add and remove spaces, although apparently you can't. There are certain ones that you cannot remove. It's not letting me remove these. I guess you have to be able to at least move once, and then you play on. If you decide to play again, you'll play with the board that I just designed, which is terrible, and nobody should play it ever. Anyway, that is the entirety of Cool Spot the game. I appreciate you coming on this journey with me, and I'll see you again next time.